Hi everyone, it's now week 4 of the Pussycat Thimbles Sew Along. So we're past the halfway mark, and awesome job to all of those of you that have participated. So this week's templates are N, O, P and S. We have a shield, a castle top banner, a crown and a ribbon. The theme for this week on the original information provided was going to be royalty and medieval. But of course, not everyone's going to have fabric like that, number one. And number two, I've spent the last few days piecing some blocks and have thought about alternative uses for things like shields and banners that are a little bit more in contemporary times. So what I was thinking is we could change the theme from specifically royalty and medieval and broaden it a little bit more to be historical. And historical is not necessarily olden days historical, but even now there's a lot of things happening around the world in different cultures that are often documented on banners and emblems, kind of like what we have on these thimble blocks. And you could put something of your culture or your location or just what's happening where you are historically. You might want to document it, like just saying, maybe somebody wants to make a little vote ribbon or something like that. So let's talk about how we might do that. I'm going to show you some of the blocks I've made. I did start out with some that were royalty based, this one being a crown on the shield one. We have a crown, and this one has the teeny weeny little fussy cut star in where the jewel is. And of course the ruby star selvage is just perfect for fussy cutting when you have a little ruby in your crown. Here's another royalty one, but this one's a bit more fun. This is probably more Victorian actually. We have some lace gloves. I have a beautiful old apothecary jar. This is an older Tula print, and it was just perfect for this little ribbon one. I got some fabric from my friend Daryl over at Fabric Spark that has a whole bunch of teeny weeny pirates on them, and there was a woman pirate there. So I googled names of famous pirates and made this one, Mary Read. She was apparently a famous female pirate. And then still on the pirate theme, because apparently according to my grandfather, there's one of my way back relatives that is buried backwards in Penzance, which is what they did with pirates in the day. So that's something you didn't know about me. But we have a pirate tattoo that I fussy cut onto the shield. And then thinking about more contemporary times and what banners are used for, they're often used for protest marches or to document historical events. And so I figured that since protest marches are a thing of the day, I would do one for the Women's March, which was probably one of the most historical events I've participated in. And then I was just thinking about the shield block and where else we see shields. And of course, superheroes use shields. So of course, we had to give a Wonder Woman one in there. So those are my blocks for this week. Let's talk about the prize. Want to know what you're playing for this week? By now you know that each week is a different style of sewing kit full of goodies to take with you on road trips with your handwork. And this week we have a Poppet Pouch. So Poppet Pouch is a pattern by Rosie Taylor Crafts, my lovely friend in the UK. It's a really sweet pattern. It's a round cornered square pouch with a lovely size gusset. So it's nice and chunky, you can fit goodies in it. The pattern comes in 3 different sizes. And they fit one inside each other, which is pretty cute. And Rosie's patterns are really well designed and written. She has step-by-step photographs all laid out in the pattern, which make it really easy to follow. So if you haven't made a bag or a pouch before, it's a really good place to start. So check out her store. And not only will the winner win this prize with everything inside it, but they will also get a couple of patterns from Rosie's store, which is very generous of her. So thank you, Rosie. Okay, let's have a look at what's inside. We start with a Bowen metal thimble, a pack of needles. We have a pair of tiny embroidery scissors from Thread and Maple. And of course the super sharp pointy tip, which is why they come with this lovely little leather sheath. And then this week we also have a tape measure from Thread and Maple. It's a beautiful wood, I think maple, and it has centimeters and inches, and it's also lovely quality. And of course the teeny needle book. this one with a nice orange one. We have a color theme going this week of orange, as you can see. Inside, a couple of little paper spools and some pins. And then, of course, the beautiful pouch. In addition to that, the winner also gets this fab bundle from Daryl over at Fabric Spark. She put together a combination of fabrics to make this funky retro block, which I love. That's it for this week. Have fun. I look forward to seeing your blocks.